Fiber can assist in long-term weight control. How does it do that?
Well, I think I've heard you say before, because it will fill you up but not fill you out.
Fills you up but not out. Wow, this sounds like a commercial, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I should turn it into that for my in-bar. I formulated this bar recently. I was thinking about what are the major disease processes that are affecting people. How could we best affect people's health, make the biggest impact? And the number one problem, what would you say the number one problem is? It's not diabetes, but what is the number one health issue?
Obesity.
Obesity. And obesity is the major contributing factor to type 2 diabetics, to type 2 diabetes, which is formerly called adult onset diabetes, but because children, we're seeing it younger and younger because of the obesity. There's a link between insulin not working right and obesity, and it's not just any fat, it's that toxic belly fat, as I call it. That's the real culprit, the real enemy. When you have excess around the waist, your waistline is your lifeline. You've heard Dr. Don Colbert say that maybe. That really tells the tale and is really more important to me in some ways even than what your blood sugar is. I'd rather know what your waist size is. And in general, if you're a female and you're over 35 around your waist, that's a warning sign. Don't be in that category.
Over 35
inches? And a male's
inches?
over 40 inches.
Okay, so the female's
General.
35 inches, generally speaking.
But boys, don't fake us out here. Don't tell me the size of your belt. Say, well, I only wear a 38 belt. Because you've got your belt down here. I'm talking about your real waistline, because us boys, you know, some men have Dunlap disease, where your belly Dunlapped over your belt. So don't measure me a 36 belt when you've got a 42 or 48. Here, let me tell you what this study, listen to this study. A 13-year study with 27,000 men. This is a long-term study, valid study. Here's what the results were. If your waist size was 34 to 36 inches, you had double the incidence of type 2 diabetes.
Ooh.
34 to 36. 36
Only
to
2 inches.
36 to 38 inch waist. So you know where you are, boys,
Wow.
when you hear me, and you wives know because you're washing their underwear and you see the tag, right? 36.
Jeans, you could have said.
Yeah, they're jeans, I meant.
Thank you.
Take that, rewind, take that back. 36 to 38 almost triples the incidence of type 2 diabetes. From 38 to 40 is 5 times the incidence of type 2 diabetes. If your waist is from 38 to 40, how about this one? From 40 to 62 inch waist, 12 times the incidence of type 2 diabetes. Now let me tell you about type 2 diabetes. It's nasty, it's horrible. The side effects are circulation problems, you get numbness and tingling, amputation potentially, eye problems, number one cause of blindness.
Wow.
Obesity is associated with it, as I said.
Yeah.
It's rising in epidemic proportions. The CDC, Center for Disease Control, tells us that 1 out of 3 children born in the year 2000 will have type 2 diabetes at some time in their life if current trends continue. Now, there's got to be some changes because pre-diabetes even worse. There's even more people, I should say.
Sure.
There's 26 million diabetics in the United States right now. 79 million pre-diabetics. Means they don't have diabetes yet, but they're on their way. What's the best indicator? Your waistline is your lifeline.
Yeah.
If it's starting to grow there, especially that toxic belly fat.
Oh, I know, and I think as we age, it seems to get more and more difficult to get rid of that. I mean, guys, girls, everybody is fighting the whole belly thing.
Well, it does because basic metabolic rate, BMR, decreases as you age.
Okay.
That's your resting metabolic rate, how much it takes to keep your body alive without any exercise, just basic calories you burn by being alive.
Okay.
It decreases with age.
Okay.
So if you start eating the same amount of calories, keep eating the same amount of calories, you're going to gain weight.
Yeah.
Even bigger factor is that the average person, you've heard me say this many times, Susan, loses 1 pound of lean muscle mass every year after age 20. That means in a decade, from 20 to 30, you've lost 10 pounds of lean muscle mass. If you're not an exerciser, you're just an average person.
That's pretty significant. 10 pounds of muscle is pretty significant.
Well, let me tell you, because a pound of fat only burns 2 or 3 calories a day. A pound of muscle burns 40 or 50.
Right.
Would you rather with your pound be burning 50 calories or 2?
Yes, I'd rather be burning 50.
So if you've really lost that 10 pounds of lean muscle mass from 20 to 30, which the average person does, you've lost 10 times 50, 500 calories you couldn't eat at age 30 that you could at age 20. Most of us have experienced that. Now from 30 to 40, there's another 10 pounds of lean muscle mass. Now you're at 1,000 calories you can't eat at age 40 that you could have at age 20. A lot of us have experienced that.
Oh, yes.
Go to 50, you're at 1,500 calories that you can't eat at 50 that you could have at age 20, all things being equal, if you've lost that lean muscle mass. Now, I'm 56, so I'm over halfway to the 61 here, so I'm maybe up 1,700, 1,800 calories that I can't eat now that I could have eaten at age 20 if I'd lost lean muscle mass, but I'm happy to report I have more lean muscle mass now than I did then, because I was scrawny and didn't have any muscle when I was 20. But I have not lost lean muscle mass, and that's a big...
But you struggle with the belly thing too, though. Even though you're so thin and you've got great muscles, that's the one place.
That's where it goes.
Is that just because of age? I mean, I know we just talked about this whole thing.
It's a natural physiology. That's where the body's going to store it. It's a survival. It's a survival thing. The body wants to make sure you've got enough calories, so if you don't eat, you can survive, and that's why we never skip meals.
Right.
Got to keep those fires of metabolism burning. When you skip meals, your body goes into defense mode. Metabolism goes down. You don't eat as much. You don't lose any weight. You feel miserable. Don't skip meals. Breakfast, the most important meal of the day.
Yeah, and then in between the meals, you want to eat a healthy power snack, and then that's why you guys created some healthy food called the InBar.
Yeah.
And this is strawberry banana.
And
this is the cherry chocolate.
Keep the fires of metabolism burning. I want a healthy snack. You know, there's so many snacks out there that are high in sugar and they're not high in fiber. So what I did was made this out of real foods, no chemicals. There's a couple other bars that are out there that are low net carb kind of bars, but they're all full of chemicals.
Yeah.
And that's not good for you anyway. And you do want some sugar, and we've only put 4 grams of natural sugar, but the taste profile is fantastic. 10 grams of fiber. That's over half of what you need in a day, just about half of what you need in a whole day. And 10 grams of protein, which will keep the fires of metabolism burning 3 to 4 hours. They fill you up for a long time, especially if you take it with water.
Yeah, so 10 grams of fiber and 10 grams of
protein.
Okay.
Only 4 of sugar.
Okay.
It's got 17 total carbs, but only 7 net carbs because of the 10 grams of fiber. You get to subtract the fiber grams from the total carb count.
Okay.
And the net effect on your body.
Nice.
So it's extremely healthy. To give you a comparison, an apple, for example, contains about the same number, about 17 carbs, but it's got 2 to 4 times as much sugar as our InBar.
Okay. And of course, this is gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
It's all real food.
Dairy-free.
Okay.
No corn, eggs, soy. It's vegan.
Okay. Yeah. And it says for weight and glucose management. And if you want to learn more, you can go to InBar.com.
TheInBar.com.
TheInBar.com.
It's a cool thing, and it's really helping a lot of people. The main thing is the taste. The best research.
They taste delicious.
We're in clinical study on it right now because it's low glycemic ingredients, doesn't spike the blood sugar. But my best research was with my kids. My kids love the InBar. They take it in their lunch.
I know, and we're always looking for healthy things to put in children's lunches, things that they'll eat.
Right.
And we put them in their lunches, and they eat them, and we know they're getting real food. Along with we put an apple in, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, my favorite flavor is the chocolate cherry, but you like that strawberry banana.
I do.
Because you say it tastes like that red licorice.
It does. It tastes like a Twizzler, but it's healthy.
Healthy.
So a healthy Twizzler.
Good, healthy food never tasted this good.